There's nothing better than a winter wedding, and no expense has been spared for Emmerdale's Bernice and Lawrence's big day. But will she make it up the aisle?
Well, we'll be chatting to stars of the show, Samantha, Giles and Bowe, in just a moment. But before that, let's take a look at why this marriage may be about to hit the rocks even before it's begun.
I'd like to give us a second chance. All I want is for you to love me.
Your ensuite is the best in the house. Honestly, it's better than mine.
My ensuite?
I'm used to having my own space, that's all. I'm gonna head up to bed.
Your room or mine?
You're the woman I want to marry.
Then why don't you want me in bed? Are you gay? Lawrence isn't a very physical person. Other than that, we're a proper couple.
Shall we go over here?
Whoa.
Samantha and John join us now. This has been obviously smouldering for some time, but now it has just burst into flames.
Yes, I know. She was a bit naughty last night, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Naughty.
Really? What happened?
She slept with Andy.
Oh, I'm sorry to break that to you here.
Sorry, that's a bit unfortunate.
Something like that.
I mean, it's not the way you expect to spend your wedding morning, is it? Waking up in the arms of a man who you're not about to marry.
I know, it's a bit doomed, really, isn't it? So it's not a good start, but, you know, so...
The course of true love never ends smooth.
No, but this is quite... I mean, this is a big bump
bumpy.
to hit. But so why has this happened to her? I mean, she's obviously having second thoughts about this, and the sexual thing between the two of them is causing her all sorts of problems, isn't it?
I think, well, she's a very sort of physical person, Bernice, and she's always been attracted to men, you know, and she likes having sex quite a lot. And obviously there isn't any physical thing with the two of them, and I think it's just been like a pressure cooker. You know, lots of her family don't approve of the marriage, and her friend Kerry's saying to her, "Why are you marrying him? You know, I think he's gay. You know, you should be with Andy." And I think it's all just gone bang, really.
Or not.
Or not.
So is he gay?
If he is, it was scared out of him back in the 60s when he was incarcerated for being a homosexual. I still get younger members of the cast coming up to me and saying, did that really go on? 1967 is when the law changed. In the backstory, when I first entered Emmerdale, we gather he had had a relationship with Edna's husband, Harold. When taken to trial, Harold and Edna ganged up against him and accused him of being the perpetrator of the homosexuality, and he was put in prison. Given aversion therapy, had a very difficult time, as in real life so many individuals did in the early 60s. And it has made him damaged goods. He finds it very difficult. You know, when he came out of prison, he decided to make something of his life and to work hard. And also, he met a woman he fell in love with. He had two daughters. So this is not totally insurmountable.
Yeah, no, okay. But the story which may surprise a lot of people tonight, and we'll play a clip in just a moment, is that he finds out about what has happened with Andy. He's pretty much told straight away. And it's his reaction to that, where I think most viewers will be thinking, oh gosh, this must be over, how can they work it out from here, is the opposite. Should we have a look at a clip and then we'll talk about it after?
If Andy had wanted me, I'm not sure that I would have come back. I do love you. I need intimacy. I'm not sure that I can give up my life, knowing that I have to give that up.
So he has a solution to this, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, start from the premise that he dearly loves her.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want this to mean the end of everything. So he scrabbles and comes up with the solution, yes.
So is there going to be a wedding?
No. I'm not going to tell you because, do you know
I'd
what?
have been really surprised if you had.
I'll tell you
Press
why.
office at Emmerdale would have gone spare.
I'll tell you why, because out of respect for Maxine Alderton, who wrote tonight's episode, and it's so brilliantly constructed. I mean, as an actor, it was a wonderful thing to be asked to play, wasn't it? And it does have many twists and turns before we finally arrive at whatever the conclusion is. And so, you know, I ask people to sit and watch that and enjoy it like a piece of film and sit there with a box of tissues.
And it's an hour-long special tonight as well.
Is it an hour?
Oh, something really to
We
get
had a
your teeth
great
into.
director as well, Michael Lacey, who was amazing, because I find it very difficult to do cry, you know, to cry like that. You know, I think it's quite a difficult thing to do. And he would just come up to me and go and say something in my
I
ear.
really hate
sad.
you. You're really rubbish.
Things
You're
like, yeah.
about to be fired. We're going to fire
Like
you
that.
because you can't cry on demand.
Exactly.
Well, that
And
would be
it'd
one
a
way of
little,
doing it.
It'd be a little
but no,
trigger.
there are better ways.
And I'd be gone.
Really?
And I thought, oh, I mean, you know, he
What
really...
does he say in your ear?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What does he say? Horrible
actor
things?
secrets.
No, just kind of things that perhaps are the crux of the scene that perhaps I hadn't thought about, or just little things. He was just brilliant.
There are things and tricks and triggers that you use to get you into the stage.